Hello everyone, Jeffrey here with Your Authentic You, coming to you with some tips to help you learn to really truly take responsibility for where you're at in life and how to really progress to achieve those things that you want. And it's so important to take responsibility because, for starters, if you continue to find yourself playing the blame game, it's so hard and difficult to move forward. So once you commit to saying, okay, I'm going to take responsibility for where I'm at, the good, the bad, the ugly, it doesn't matter. I'm going to own it right now so that I can move forward. So right now, I just want to give you about 5 tips to help you really try to do that on a consistent basis. Anyone can start it. This shouldn't be like a fad diet or a New Year's resolution where you do it for a few days or maybe a week, and then you find yourself repeating the same things over and over again and expecting different results. That's not good for anyone. So I appreciate you taking a few moments, but the first tip I have to help you really and truly on a consistent basis take responsibility so that you can move forward in your life. The first tip is to find a mentor. It's so important to find someone, number one, for accountability purposes. It's so difficult to really truly have a great perception of who you are because we already have a perception of who we are. We already feel like in many times we're right about a situation or a certain thing or an event that took place. But if you bounce those things off of somebody that you really trust, somebody that you feel like their life is going in the right direction, they've had a pattern of making good decisions. Don't just look to your peers and your buddies and coworkers that their life is a mess, all right? Yeah, you may respect them. They may have money. They may have something else that you want, but deep down inside, they're not the right person. So don't just go looking for a friend. And a mentor is someone who really and truly speaks into your life. And they give you a sense of understanding and grounding. So first off is find a mentor because they will help you and they will give you the honest opinion. They'll give you the honest perception about who you are and how you're talking to others, how you are carrying yourself, about your character and who you are. And they'll do it because they love you. It may seem harsh. It may seem mean at times when they come to you. So it takes a lot of courage to really take on and have a mentor and embrace a mentor. Some people will take somebody on and then get rid of them because they don't like what they have to say. They feel like they're being mean or judgmental. But I'm telling you, it's such an important part of really and truly wanting to move forward in your life. And if you're tired of doing the same things over and over again and expecting different results, trust me, that does not work. I'm trying to tell you that doesn't work. Stop right now and try to move forward. So find yourself a mentor. That's tip number 1. The second tip is to write. It's so important. Number 1, many and just about every person out there that is successful with business and whatever their goals are, they always write their goals down. They write out what they want. If you write it down and you have it in front of you, and it's something that it's one of those out of sight, out of mind things. If you keep it in front of you, it's much, much, much more likely that you're going to achieve those things. A lot of times we have in our minds, oh man, I really want to do this, right? I plan to do that, or whatever it might be, and it just stays in our mind. It's always in this perpetual incubation state, and we never bring it to pass. And years and years and years go by, and we never take action. I'll give you a quick example for me personally, and this is an area that I had to own up to and take responsibility for, and it has to do with my schooling. I went to Purdue for about a year and a half, a couple of years, and long story short, I didn't finish. And I kept telling myself I didn't want to go part-time because it would take forever to go to school part-time. That's what I kept telling myself. And here I am 20 plus years later. I could have had 3 or 4 bachelor's degree by now if I would have just went even part-time. So I find myself now without the secondary education that I really, really do long for. And I'm thankful because I'm in the process of getting ready to go back to school to complete that education. But it took me so long because I kept telling myself, oh, I'll do it. But I want to go back full time is what I kept telling myself. Well, guess what? I've got a job, I got kids, I got a family, I got bills, I got responsibilities. That was a virtual impossibility. But I kept telling myself part-time would take too long. I didn't see the big picture. And I didn't have it written down. It's so important to write down what you want, and look at it every single day. Tell others, tell your spouse, whoever it might be, and help them also to hold you accountable to those things. The third thing is to meditate. It's so good to just stop and meditate on the things that you really want out of your life. Stop just living life by accident and just on the whim and what comes to you each and every day, and you react and to those things and those events, whatever it might be. But meditate on the things that you want. I encourage you to meditate on the Word of God as much as possible. Get a good book, read it, really bring that stuff into you to help you develop a strong character about who you are and live your life with integrity. So that's so important to do those things and take time, because before you know it, you'll go weeks and months and sometimes even years without truly stopping to meditate about who you are and what you want out of life. And before you know it, time is gone and you're wondering what the heck happened. So stop. You owe it to yourself to just do some meditation every single day and really perceive where you're at and what you've done today to help you get to where you want to go. The fourth tip I have is, I'm sorry, you're going to have to learn to avoid those Debbie Downers in your life. It could be family. It could be friends. It doesn't matter. All they're going to do is feed into the reasons why you were not at fault for where you're at right now in your life. They'll tell you, that man was no good, and they'll tell you your mom or your dad or your brother or your sister, your coworkers, they're all just there to get you down. They're just jealous of you, girl. Don't you worry about it. No, just stop. Get rid of those people. They're not helping you at all. All they're doing is giving you permission to accept excuses. I often tell my kids this one line sometimes, and I'm going to tell it to you right now, and that is, excuses, no matter how valid, will not get you one step closer to your goal. I'm going to say that again. No excuse, regardless of how valid it might be, still won't get you one step closer to your goal. So stop accepting the words from those Debbie Downers that tell you how right you are and how wrong everybody else is, and they want to encourage that negativity in your life, because truly that's what it is. It's negativity. They're helping you support, and they're helping you be a crutch to your own self, and that's not helping you at all. The fifth tip I have is live with purpose. When you live your life on purpose and with purpose, it gives you a freedom that you don't have otherwise. Certain things that would bother you and get to you and somehow just derail you from where you want to go, all of a sudden they lose their power over you. Because in your mind, you're thinking, this has nothing to do with my destiny. It has nothing to do with why God put me here on this earth. And so it gives you a clarity. And if you don't have that in the forefront of your mind and in your thought on a regular, consistent basis, you will be like a ship tossed to and fro in the wind without any anchor to hold you in place. That's what purpose is for you. It's like an anchor. Yeah, things will come. They'll toss you around. They'll try to get you off your course. And even occasionally maybe get you to veer off course. But as long as you've got your GPS set in on the purpose and goal for your life, trust me, you'll live life with responsibility. You'll take responsibility. And that is the way in which you can move forward in the direction that you want to go. I'm Jeffrey. I'm here with Your Authentic You. Again, wanting to encourage you, take responsibility for your life, because guess what? In the end, you're responsible for both your successes and your failures. Don't allow other people to encourage you to continue life as they are, as it is. And if it's not the way you want to go, change things. It's up to you. Have a blessed and a wonderful day. We'll see you next time.